You ever feel like you're juggling flaming knives, but you can't drop any of them? That's my life right now. Sort of, actually. It's not as intense as that statement was, to be honest. The worst thing for me, I think, is that when you're not too worried about things because you know you can survive it. So I am moving again. I think I mentioned this before in one of this week's podcast thingies. So I found a place. Because of my situation and budget, I am renting a room for the first time in somebody's house. And this lady, since she offered me the place, she's been very friendly. And I only met her yesterday for the first time because I wanted to go see what this room looks like. It's a very spacious room. Very interesting though. This is going to be the first time in a while that I live alone, sort of, or with somebody that I do not know. Actually, I've never lived with somebody I do not know. This is going to be the first time I do that. It's like an arranged marriage, except for she is 18 years older than I am. But she seems like a darling, but we'll see how it is. So I'm moving at the end of the month. And yeah, so I just feel excited about it, must say, but I think it's because I love moving and also I think a change of scenery. But yeah, so that's just basically the one side of things. And yeah, just, will she kill me in my sleep, or I don't know. We'll see. Financially, basically, so my rent and my current expenses and things, plus my new rental, will basically leave me with just enough money to just survive, because I have to cater for my own food, obviously. And I must say I'm not feeling any anxiety towards the fact that I'll have zero money extra left, which is a weird thing. But I must say, I do find it when I'm actually broke. I don't mind it, because then I feel I like being poor has less stress, I feel. But yeah, so that's gonna be a fun start for that. And then my other big hurdle, and this is the biggest one that, been for months, but now it's finally here, is that now, this coming Monday, the 12th of May, I will start writing my first exams. And it's intense, because studying has been intense, and I still have so much to cover with studying. So it's been completely correspondence studying. Been watching lectures and things, but I don't even think I've touched more than half of each subject. There's some subjects that I still don't know, half of the things that I need to know. So it's tough, but at least that goes up until the 26th of June, which then finally, then I'll be done with that one. Just hoping that I don't mess that up. Haven't written exams in ages, so that is the interesting one with that. And then the worst thing for me at the moment is my work, because work pressures are just going insane. Work was sort of my easiest thing since I started working here. The least stressful. Now it's becoming more stressful, because I feel like there's lack of communication, and then there's just things that just pile up. And there's work that they want me to have done before Friday or before Monday, before I write, and I can't get to finishing that work because all these other things keep on coming in. And I don't think actually they realize that I will still come to work. I just leave in the afternoons before my exams. So yeah, but I don't want to touch on that today. I'll touch on that tomorrow. Fuck, tomorrow's Friday. Jesus. But yeah, so I'm just worried, like I just need to, for my exam period, to keep work aligned, because this is my last month of probation. So at the end of this month, then I'll be hopefully a permanent. So I don't want them to find any reason or things to think, oh, okay, well, maybe we can do without him, which is a stress, because this is my third month here. So if I keep the job happy, then, and basically while writing my exams, then I can keep the place where I'm moving to. That's, yeah, if that makes sense. Then basically my partner who I'm moving from, with my whole last fuck up thing, like he is struggling to sort of let me go a bit as well, because he's quite concerned about me. And told him this morning that he needs to let me go if he wants me to become more independent and learn my lessons and become more responsible. So, and I do feel that's a fact. But I'm in the same sense also trying to redeem myself with him, but just in a sustainable manner, because we've had these situations where I've redeemed myself and then boom, Sean's an atomic bomb again. So I want to just ease into it, but I think I need to be in my own, or out of my head, but in my space, because apparently I started to talk in my sleep. And this thing is, I speak my language in my sleep, like Afrikaans, like my home language, original language, let me put it that way, because currently I think my home language would be English. But that is quite interesting. But it's because I don't speak to people. Like I don't speak, like this podcast is the most I'm saying. And even that isn't concise or like full release on concerns or anything, because I don't actually know what my concerns are. I'm too busy doing this or doing that, to actually focus on getting something out. So I told him that I will try to speak more and not be in my head, because I do feel the blockage. I can feel like when I want to say something, but I don't say it because I don't know where to start with saying it. And I also don't want to start and then sound melodramatic, because I don't feel as dramatic as my story sounds. So it's very interesting. So I'm juggling quite a bit, moving, exams, work, my relationship, and it's like one of these things could fall. And honestly, as long as it's not work or the place. Exams, I can always rewrite, right? Relationship, I'm comfortable with the fact that if it falls and it's not me fucking it up, then I should be fine. But work is very important to keep. So yeah. So I'm just trying to chill myself out, but mostly freaking out to fix this work. So much work. And then, yeah, so that's that basically for me this morning. I just wanted to cover these things because this podcast specifically was also to remind me of everything that's going on. Because I forget, I would be busy with work and I'd forget that, oh shit, I'm moving. Or I'd be focusing on the move and then I'd forget something that I have to study. Or there's I'm not one for multiple brain operations apparently. So yeah, so that is just me right now, and I am glad that I could share it with whoever falls on this podcast eventually. And yeah, have an amazing Thursday, everyone.